types of equations which involve inverse trigonometric functions. So let's take up the first question. Solve for x. 4 sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi. Now here we have sine inverse x and cos inverse x. So either I'll change sine inverse x to cos inverse x, or I'll change cos inverse x to sine inverse x. Now we know that sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. So using this, I'll change this cos inverse x to pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. So I'll get 4 sine inverse x plus pi by 2 minus sine inverse x is equal to pi. 4 sine inverse x minus sine inverse x will give you 3 sine inverse x equals to pi minus pi by 2. So from here I'll get sine inverse x is equal to pi by 6, and this implies x will be equal to sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 means sine 30 degree, which is 1 by 2. So value of x is 1 by 2. Yes, you can check that this value of x will satisfy this equation. So I put the value of x in the left hand side. I'll get 4 sine inverse 1 by 2 plus cos inverse half. Now think of the angle, the value of whose sine is 1 by 2. It's sine pi by 6. So 1 by 2 is replaced with sine pi by 6. And the angle, value of whose cos is 1 by 2 is pi by 3. So I replace 1 by 2 with cos pi by 3. So 4 sine inverse sine pi by 6 will give you pi by 6, plus cos inverse cos pi by 3 will give you pi by 3. So it is 2 pi by 3 plus pi by 3, pi, which is equal to RHS. So solution of this equation is 1 by 2. Let's take another question. Solve for x. Tan inverse 2x plus tan inverse 3x is equal to pi by 4. Now look here. Left hand side is of the form tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So I apply the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y over 1 minus xy. So I apply this formula here. So I'll get tan inverse 2x plus 3x whole divided by 1 minus 2x into 3x. Role of x is being played by 2x and role of y is being played by 3x. And here we know that xy is less than 1. So 2x into 3x is less than 1. That is 6x square is less than 1. Now on simplification, I'll get tan inverse 5x over 1 minus 6x square. Now this pi by 4 can be written as tan inverse 1 because tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. So I can write this pi by 4 as tan inverse 1. Now we know that tan inverse function will be 1 to 1. So tan inverse 5x over 1 minus 6x square is equal to tan inverse 1. So it should imply 5x over 1 minus 6x square should be equal to 1. This should be equal to this. Now cross multiply, you will get the quadratic equation 6x square plus 5x minus 1 equals to 0. Split the middle term, or you can use the quadratic formula. So 6x square, splitting is 6x minus 6 minus 1 equals to 0. So taking the common factor, 6x into x plus 1 minus 1, x plus 1 is 0. So factors are x plus 1, 6x minus 1. Put it equal to 0. So you will get x equal to minus 1 or x equal to 1 by 6. Now you can see x equal to minus 1 does not satisfy this inequality, because if you will put x minus 1 here, you will get 6 is less than 1, which is false. And if you put x equals to 1 by 6 here, you will get 6 into 1 by 36 less than 1. That is 1 by 6 less than 1. True. And also you can see x equal to minus 1 does not satisfy the equation. So the solution is x equal to 1 by 6. Take another question. Solve tan inverse x plus 1 plus tan inverse x minus 1 equals tan inverse 8 over 31. Now left hand side of the equation is of the form tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. And we know that tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y over 1 minus xy for xy less than 1. So here I'll use this, and role of x is being played by x plus 1 and role of y is being played by x minus 1. So I'll get here tan inverse x plus 1 plus x minus 1 whole divided by 1 minus x plus 1 into x minus 1 equals to tan inverse 8 over 31. xy is less than 1, that is x plus 1 into x minus 1 is less than 1. That is x square minus 1 is less than 1 or x square is less than 2. Now on simplification I'll get tan inverse 2x. This will get cancelled out. So 2x over 1 and this is x square minus 1 equals to tan inverse 8 by 31. Now tan inverse function is 1 to 1 and we know that if a function is 1 to 1 then fx1 equal to fx2 implies x1 is equal to x2. So here role of f is being played by tan inverse. This is your x1 and this is your x2. So this will imply that 2x over 1 minus x square plus 1 will be equal to 8 by 31. On simplification, when you will cross multiply, you will get the quadratic equation 8x square plus 62x minus 16 equal to 0. On solving this equation, you can use quadratic formula or you can use method of factorization. So this values of x will be minus 8 or x equal to 1 by 4. Now if you will put x equal to minus 8 here in this inequality, you will get 64 less than 2, which is false. So this cannot be the solution. If I put x equal to 1 by 4 here, I'll get 1 by 16 less than 2, which is true. So the solution of the equation is x equal to 1 by 4. You can also check if I put x equal to minus 8 in this equation, the left hand side will become negative. So x equal to minus 8 will not satisfy this equation. So the solution is x equal to 1 by 4. Let's take another question. Solve for x. Sine inverse 1 minus x minus 2 sine inverse x equals to pi by 2. First I'll transpose this to this side. So I'll get sine inverse 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 plus 2 sine inverse x. Now this would imply sine inverse 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 plus 2 sine inverse x, which means that 1 minus x is equal to sine pi by 2 plus 2 sine inverse x, because sine inverse x equals to theta implies x is equal to sine theta. Now this is of the form sine pi by 2 plus theta. Sine pi by 2 plus theta, and this is equals to cos theta, and the role of theta is being played by 2 sine inverse x. So I'll get here cos theta, that is cos 2 sine inverse x. So here let sine inverse x be theta. So this would imply x is equal to sine theta. So I'll get 1 minus sine theta cos 2 theta. And we know that cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sine square theta. This will get cancelled out and I'll get 2 sine square theta minus sine theta is equal to 0. Now what was theta? Theta was your x. So I'll get here 2x square minus x equals to 0. Factorize this. The factors are x and 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So from here x is equal to 0 or x equal to 1 by 2. So we have got the value of x equals to 0 or x is equal to 1 by 2. Now I will check whether these two values satisfy the equation or not. So first I'll put x equal to 0 in this. So I'll be getting sine inverse 1 minus 0 minus 2 sine inverse 0. That is sine inverse 1 minus 2 sine inverse 0. Now think of the angle value of whose sine is 1, which is sine pi by 2. So I'll get here sine inverse sine pi by 2, which is equal to pi by 2. And similarly think of the angle value of whose sine is 0. So it is sine 0. So I'll get sine inverse sine 0, which is 0. So pi by 2 minus 2 into 0 will give you pi by 2 and it is equal to the right hand side. So x equal to 0 satisfies the equation. So this is the solution. Next we will put x equal to 1 by 2. So I'll get sine inverse 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 2 sine inverse 1 by 2. This is sine inverse 1 by 2 minus 2 sine inverse 1 by 2, which will give you minus sine inverse 1 by 2. Think of the angle value of whose sine is 1 by 2. It's sine pi by 6. So I'll get here minus pi by 6, which is not equal to RHS. So x equal to 1 by 2 is not a solution. So the solution of the equation is x equal to 0, because x equal to 1 by 2 does not satisfy the equation. Now let's take few questions. Prove that tan inverse root x is equal to half cos inverse 1 minus x over 1 plus x, where x belongs to the closed interval 0 to 1. Now take up the left hand side. It's tan inverse root x. Now look here. In the right hand side, I need the factor 1 by 2. So what I do, I multiply this with half, and to balance this I multiplied with 2. So now I will not touch this 1 by 2 because I need it here in the right hand side. So I'll get 1 by 2 into 2 tan inverse root x. Now we know that 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square when x is greater than equal to 0. Now as x belongs to this, so root x will definitely be greater than equal to 0. So I'll apply this formula 2 tan inverse x, and the role of x is being played by root x. So I'll get here 1 by 2 as it is, cos inverse 1 minus x square. So role of x is being played by root x. So I'll get square root of x square over 1 plus root x square. So it is half cos inverse 1 minus x over 1 plus x, which is equal to the right hand side. Let's take another question. Prove that cot inverse this is equals to x by 2, where x belongs to the open interval 0 to pi by 4. Yes, I'll multiply numerator and denominator with root 1 plus sin x plus root 1 minus sin x, and denominator is also multiplied with root 1 plus sin x plus root 1 minus sin x. Now, this multiplied with this will give you root 1 plus sin x plus root 1 minus sin x whole square, and here it is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which is equal to a square minus b squared. So role of a is being played by root 1 plus sin x, so its square will be 1 plus sin x. Role of b is being played by root 1 minus sin x, so its square will be 1 minus sin x. Here I'll apply a plus b whole squared, which is a square, that is this, plus b square plus 2ab. So 2 into root 1 plus sin x into root 1 minus sin x, which will give you this. So I'll get cot inverse, this will get cancelled out. So 2 plus 2 and 1 minus sin square x is cos square x. So I'll get here 2 plus 2 root cos square x. And in the denominator I'll get 2 sin x. Now, root x square is equal to absolute value of x. So root cos square x will be equal to absolute value of cos x. Now because x belongs to the interval 0, pi by 4, so cos x will be positive. So absolute value of cos x will be equal to cos x. So I'll get here 1 plus cos x over sin x. Now we know that 1 plus cos x is equal to 2 cos square x by 2, and sin x can be written as 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. These formulas you learnt in your class 11th. So here this will get cancelled out and you will be getting cot inverse cos x by 2 over sin x by 2, which is cot inverse cot x by 2. And we know that cot inverse cot x is equal to x for all x which belong to the open interval 0 to pi. Now x belongs to 0, pi by 4, this open interval. So it means that x lies here. So cot inverse cot x by 2 is equal to x by 2, which is equal to the right hand side. Let's take another question. Prove that tan inverse square root of 1 plus 6 minus square root of 1 minus 6 over square root of 1 plus 6 plus square root of 1 minus 6 is equal to pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse 6, where x is greater than equal to minus 1 over root 2 and less than equal to 1. So I'll put x is equal to cos 2 theta. So tan inverse 1 plus x, it will be square root of 1 plus cos 2 theta minus square root of 1 minus cos 2 theta over square root of 1 plus cos 2 theta plus square root of 1 minus cos 2 theta. We know that 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta and 1 minus cos 2 theta is 2 sin square theta. So here I'll get square root of 2 cos square theta minus square root of 2 sin square theta divided by square root of 2 cos square theta plus square root of 2 sin square theta. So I'll get tan inverse, this is cos theta minus sin theta over cos theta plus sin theta. Divide numerator and denominator by cos theta. So I'll get tan inverse cos theta over cos theta will give you 1. Sin theta by cos theta will give you tan theta. And here also cos theta by cos theta will give you 1 and sin theta by cos theta will give you tan theta. So we have obtained left hand side as tan inverse 1 minus tan theta over 1 plus tan theta. Now look here. This 1 can be written as tan pi by 4. So I'll get tan inverse tan pi by 4 minus tan theta over 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan theta, because we know that tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. So I'll get tan inverse tan pi by 4 minus theta, because we know that tan alpha minus beta is tan alpha minus tan beta over 1 plus tan alpha tan beta. So this is equals to tan pi by 4 minus theta. Role of alpha is being played by pi by 4 and role of beta is being played by theta. Now this is tan inverse tan x. We know that tan inverse tan x is equal to x for all x which belong to the open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And you can check, when x belongs to this, it will ensure that this pi by 4 minus theta will belong to this interval. So tan inverse tan pi by 4 minus theta can be written as pi by 4 minus theta. Now I have to get the value of theta. Yes. Cos 2 theta was x. So this implies 2 theta is your cos inverse x. So from here theta will be 1 by 2 cos inverse x. So I'll get left hand side is equal to pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse x. This is the value of theta. So this is equal to your right hand side.